I'd like you to settle in and simply enjoy a few minutes for prayer and request in this channeled daily meditation entitled Open Up the Present to Feel Alive. The art of life is to live in the present moment and to make that moment as perfect as we can by the realization that we are the instruments and expressions of God Himself, by Ernest Fox. Today's prayer request is, help me purge. Why am I feeling so emotional, so full of resistance, so full of restlessness? My heart is racing with nervous energy. What do I need? When we're feeling anxious, we simply need to express, to release that pent-up energy, to allow room for creativity. We are all seekers of expression. And when we don't find healthy release or healthy forms of expression, we form unhealthy habits or addictions. We might smoke or eat or work or exercise or shop or curse or drink or sleep too much in order to numb those painful emotions. The mind needs to stay busy. It needs to be so busy. So why not help it out? And today, find healthy expression. What do you enjoy? You may enjoy dancing, playing the piano, any artistic expression like painting, even playing a game of chess, or doing any type of physical release. Cleaning and cooking, they're also effective ways or tools for releasing pent-up energy. But doing too much of anything, especially doing too much for others, without recharging and nurturing yourself, it just leaves us completely depleted, feeling frustrated, unappreciated, and stuck. So, when we're feeling overwhelmed or cluttered, it's a good idea to purge. We could start purging our personal space. Today, it just takes 15 minutes to scan and look through your clothing, your books, your personal possessions. Just get an overview or an idea so that you can decide to keep and hold on to only those things that truly give you joy. The rest, simply release. Thank those things that have been with you up until now and just let them go. Donate or have a yard sale. But as we begin releasing these material attachments, we feel lighter. Tossing the old creates new space. The space for more closely examining what it is that we've been covering up with stuff. Because stuff simply muffles our true heart's desires. It's so difficult to reveal how we're truly feeling when we're so overstuffed. Stuff keeps us trapped. It makes us stuck, frustrated, and maybe even a little angry. When we are so looped in this negative cycle of saving and hoarding and organizing and reorganizing stuff, we're left with no space. No space to simply think clearly, to dream, to create, to feel. Instead, we feel irritable. We blame ourselves for feeling so low on energy, so scattered, so overwhelmed and disorganized, all leading to feelings of sadness, anxiety, and even depression. You see, depression It's the opposite of expression. It's that pushing down that which you really need to expel and express. I mean, after all, our society, our schooling system, it teaches suppression. The suppression of thought, emotions, imagination. They're simply byproducts of living in a power structure in a system that must control the masses. So transcending today's oppressive forces, of course, it's overwhelming. But by learning how to focus your attention within, by doing the daily work to stay ahead of the clutter, you can get back in touch physically, emotionally, mentally, and yes, spiritually, realigning with your true source of power in order to feel fully alive and in control. It's in the little things that help us get back on our path, for getting us back, feeling attuned, for feeling back in balance and in joy. But it takes intentional effort. It is a simple step-by-step process, but it requires a willingness, a determination to determine what it is you truly desire, and then take that action to step into, and then you can feel in rhythm with life. Life, of course, brings us challenges and problems. Problems are opportunities. They're opportunities to grow. Our obstacles can oppress and agitate us, or they can motivate and inspire us. So if we can become of strong mind, especially by keeping our mind fixed upon God, or whomever that source is for you, we can learn how to focus upon those things in that greater attunement that we know with our deep knowing what it is He, or that greater divine source, wants us to do. We can begin doing all things with both our mind and with our heart, with our hands, and with all of our physical energy to align and attune with our higher self. God wants us to find happiness living here on this earthly plane. Joy can enter if we just simply let life breathe through us by continuing on non-reactively, by not reacting to every little thing, and learning to send love to fear. See, love starts with slowing down, and learning how to be gentle with ourselves. Love can help us overcome fear. And it's only with self-love that we can ease up and overcome the small stuff. Every day is another test. Sometimes we get the lesson and sometimes we don't. And if we don't judge, we hold off in our judgment and in our worry and in our expectations, if we can simply shut the mind just a little bit, just enough to witness and to see how we're feeling, to begin opening the heart to let love enter. If we could just try to live each day so fully in the present, unafraid that it could very well be our last, we could better deal with each and every issue at hand. Each circumstance can seem a little less haunting. Every moment can be lived as though it's the only moment that matters. If we could open up our hearts to the present, we might live more willingly, more excitedly, more passionately, without that judgment and expectation, making room to fill ourselves with hope for allowing life to unfold and lead the way. So today, join me to just start to toss some old stuff. Let's begin with our breath, allowing positive thoughts to fill our mind. Just 1 minute of positivity. on every hour, pausing for 1 minute to find room to see with appreciation everything around you, making sure within each 16-second increment you say a positive thing, for finding gratitude, appreciation, for seeing each breath as a gift, for allowing your breath to calm and ground you, for feeling anchored in truth, for feeling calmer and more present for others, for becoming that silent witness, for listening to your inner voice, to the whispers from spirit. And with patience and continual practice, you'll feel the breath of life begin to just support you, allowing life to completely unwrap itself, opening up, filling you with the highest energy so that you can completely accept, appreciate, and surrender. Life is so richly delicious. Let's refuse to waste another moment stewing over the past, stirring up regrets, or anticipating unnecessarily about the future. Instead, today, step into faith. Stay in the present and meet life right from where you are. From right where you are in this very moment. So if you feel like it, purge. If you don't, breathe. But today, accept things as they come. Allow. Savor it all. Taste the sweetness. Taste the bitterness. Taste it all. But open your heart. Open it up. And enjoy the present.